Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello everyone, welcome to second BUC Statistics online classes. In the previous class we had discussed about how to construct C chart in standards given and standards not given case. In this class we are going to discuss determination of quality standards of control chart, types of control chart and acceptance sampling or product sampling. Let's start. See, we already discussed that determination of quality standards of control chart. See, in determination of quality standards of control chart, there are two standards are there. One is standards given or standards known. Another one is standards unknown or standards not given. And we know that, see, for drawing control chart, we know that how to draw control chart. In a control chart is a graphical representation. See, control chart is like this. This is x axis and this is y axis. So here x axis along with sample number or subgroup number, and this y axis along with averages. And we know that in a construction of control chart, there are three horizontal lines are there. First one is central line and this is upper control limit and lower control limit. See, to drawing control chart, we need a standard, we need parameters of quality standards, quality parameter, we need parameter. Sometimes parameters are available by past experience or past production process. That is known as standards given, and sometimes parameters are not available. In that case we need to estimate parameters by production process of regular intervals. That is known as standards not given. Your standards given and standards not given, that we already discussed in the previous class. Okay, this is all about determination of quality standards for control chart. Okay, next move to types of control chart. We know that there are two types are there in control chart. One is control charts for variable another one is attributes, control charts for attributes. And in control charts for variable there are two types. One is X bar chart, another one is R chart. In control charts for attributes there are two types. One is NP or D chart, the second one is C chart. And we know that this X bar chart is used for control of average quality. Then this R chart is used for control of variation, and this NP or D chart for number of defects and C chart for number of NP or D chart for number of defectives and C chart for number of defects. Okay, this is all about types of control chart that we had discussed in previous classes. Okay, next let's move to acceptance sampling. See, acceptance sampling is also known as product control. See, the manufactured lot will be accepted after inspection and confirmation of quality standards. So here there are two important inspections are there. The first one is through 100% inspection. Another one is through statistical techniques. See here through 100% inspection in the sense here each and every items of manufactured lot will be inspected. So through statistical techniques in the sense here we use statistical quality control methods, and see this through 100% inspection is there, that is expensive, therefore we can adopt statistical techniques. And in acceptance sampling there are two types, one is single sampling plan, another one is double sampling plan. See in acceptance sampling there are two types, one is single sampling plan, another one is double sampling plan. Okay, let's see what is single sampling plan. So single sampling plan in the sense here conclusion is based on single sample. So what is single sampling plan? Single sampling plan is, in a single sampling plan the decision about accepting or rejecting a lot is based on one sample only. See, so here lot in the sense what, that is items, manufactured lot. So here lot size I will consider, here n be the lot size. Then what about sample? Sample size, we know that sample size is denoted by small letter n. So here n be the small letter, here small letter n be the sample size. Next, so here we need defects. So defects is defective numbers, number of defectives are denoted by D, and we need C. C in the sense what, that is acceptance number, or it is maximum number of defects allowed in the sample. So for example, see here I will consider this lot is there, no, that I will consider 200. So here 200 items are there. From this I will select some sample, it may be 50. So here sample size is 50. So here I will fix some acceptance number. So acceptance number in the sense what, that is maximum number of defects allowed in sample. So that I will fix, so that is, it may be, I will take 8. So this is not exact, you can take any number, but here I took 8, okay. See, so how to check the decision about accepting or rejecting the lot. So to take the decision about accepting or rejecting, there are some procedures are there. The first procedure is like this. First one, see, so after selecting the sample, here every sample, each and every samples are examined. After examining of each and every sample, if we get defectives, if we get the defectives and acceptance samples are like this, see, D less than or equal to C1, then entire lot is accepted. See, after examining of every sample, if the defectives are like this, I'm sorry, this is C, okay. If the defectives are like this, D less than or equal to C, in the sense what, the number of defectives are less than or equal to this acceptance number, then entire lot will be accepted, or entire lot accepted, and these defectives are replaced by good ones. For example, these defectives may be 7. So see, here now it is D less than C. So if it is like this, the entire lot will be accepted. If it is 6 also, entire lot will be accepted. See, after examining the sample size, if we get defectives, number of defectives are 10. So what will happen? See, that is the second condition. So second condition is, if D, so now D is greater than C, isn't it? So if D greater than C, then this lot will be rejected, this lot rejected, and yeah, this entire lot will be inspected by through 100% inspection, and number of defectives are replaced by good one. See, if it is less than C, if defectives are less than or equal to acceptance number, then entire lot will be accepted. If D is more than C, then entire lot will be rejected. So in this case, so this sample defectives are replaced by good one. In this case, this yeah, this lot defectives are there, no, that is replaced by good one. Okay, these are the procedure of single sampling plan. So single sampling plan is the decision about accepting or rejecting a lot is based on single sample only. See here only single sample is there. Okay, this is all about single sampling plan. Okay, next move to double sampling plan. So double sampling plan in the sense what? See here single sampling plan in the sense here conclusion is based on single sample. So what about double sampling plan? If it is double sampling plan, here conclusion is based on two samples. So what is double sampling plan? See, if it is not possible to come to a conclusion on the basis of first sample, then the second sample will be selected from the remaining lot. See, so here I will take same thing. So here also lot is denoted by N. So N be the lot or N be the manufactured items. And here we need, see here we need two samples, double samples in the sense what? Two samples. So I will take first sample is N1, another sample is N2. So here N1 and N2 be the sample sizes. Okay, next for this defectives are D1. The first set of sample defectives are D1. So D1 is number of defectives in first set of sample, and D2 is the number of defectives in second set of sample. Like that here also I will fix some acceptance number. So that is I will take it as C1 and C2. So C1 and C2s are acceptance number. What is acceptance number? Acceptance number is maximum number of defectives are allowed in the sample. So I will fix this acceptance number. I will give C1 is 5 and I will take C2 is 10. So and here one condition is there. Here C1 is always less than to C2. Okay, this is the condition. You can take any number, but this condition should be like this. What is the condition? Condition is C1 less than C2. Okay, this is the condition. Now, okay, first I will check the first set of first sample. If it is not possible to come to conclusion on the basis of first sample, okay, now I will check the first set of sample. See here also I will take same lot, that is 200. From this 200, I will select some sample. The sample may be 50. See here you can take any number, but here I took 50. Okay. See this is sample size or samples. So okay, now so how to write the decision about accepting or rejecting? See, first we need to examine each and every samples. So from after examine of each and every sample, if I get defectives are like this. First procedure is like this. After examine of each and every sample, if I get defectives are like this. D1 less than or equal to C1, then entire this lot is accepted. This lot is accepted and these defectives are replaced by good one. And if I get like this, after examine of each and every sample, see, after, so D1 less than or equal to C1 in the sense what? Your number of defectives are less than this acceptance number. So in the sense what? Here defective number should be 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, because here C1 is fixed, right? So here C1 is 5. Okay, this is all about first condition. Then what about second condition? See, after examining of all these each and every sample, if I get the condition is like this, that is D1 greater than C2. So if I get in the same, so it means your number of defectives are in the first set, number of defects in the first set is more than 10, more than this acceptance or more than 10, then this lot is rejected, and after lot is rejected and this entire lot is inspected through 100% inspection, and here we will get some defectives, no? So these defectives are replaced by good one. Okay, this is about second condition. Next, so if I get like this, after examine of each and every sample in first set of sample, if I get the condition is like this, C1 less than D1 less than or equal to C2. So in the sense what, here first acceptance is less than number of defectives in first sample set is less than or equal to the acceptance of this 10. So if it is like this, we need to draw one more sample set, that is the sample size is known as N2. Here I will take some number, we can take same number also, but yeah, I will take 60. So this is second set of samples. Okay, next, after examine of, okay, now let's see the, so here it is possible to, yeah, this is about first set of sample, that is if it is not possible to come to conclusion on the basis of first sample, see in this case what it tells, it is not possible to come to conclusion on the basis of first set of sample, correct, no? Therefore we here we draw second set of sample. See, after examine of second set of sample, if I get, so this is defective D, no, if I get defectives are like this, that is I will write here fourth one, D1 plus D2 less than or equal to C2. See, D1 plus D2 less than or equal to C2. So here D1, this plus this number of defectives in first set plus number of defectives in second set is less than or equal to this second acceptance sampling, then this lot is accepted and this defectives are, these two defectives are replaced by good one. Next fifth condition is like this. So in the sense what, see, if I get here number of defectives are 2, D1 is 2 and D2 is 3. So D1 plus D2 in the sense what, so 2 plus 5, so 5 is less than or equal, sorry, less than to C2, isn't it? So in this case, so this lot is accepted and these defectives are, these 2 plus 3 defectives are there, no? So these two defectives are replaced by good one. Next, let's see the next condition. If the defectives, see after the examine of each and every samples in the sample sets, if I get defectives are like this, that is D1 plus D2 greater than C2. See, if I get defectives are like this, see number of defects in first set of sample and number of defectives in second set of sample is greater than the acceptance of second set, see second acceptance, then this entire lot is rejected and after this entire lot inspected through 100% inspection and from this we will get some defectives, no, that defectives are replaced by good one. Okay, this is all about the procedure of double sampling plan. What is the procedure, students? Here the first procedure is D1 less than or equal to C1, then lot is accepted, then these defectives are replaced by good one, and if we get like this D1 less than C2, then this lot is rejected and this entire lot is inspected, inspected to 100% inspection and these defectives are replaced by good one. Next, third condition, if we get C1 less than D1 less than or equal to C2, in this case we need to draw one more sample size, that is known as N2. Next, in the fourth condition, that is D1 plus D2 less than or equal to C2. In this case, this lot is accepted and these defectives are replaced by good one. If I get like this, that is D1 plus D2 greater than C2. In this case, this lot is rejected and this lot is inspected by 100% through 100% inspection and this defectives are replaced by good ones. Okay, this is all about acceptance sampling or product control. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.